Tonight, it's been half a year since Hurricane Maria slammed down on Puerto Rico, and many people there are still in the dark.
But people from right here in Charlotte and there are working to get the lights back on. Duke Energy has spent the last 5 weeks in Puerto Rico, and we sent our Sarah Blake Morgan to see firsthand what they're doing.
Puerto Rico is slowly getting back to normal. Walk down some streets here in San Juan and it's hard to find any evidence that Maria was ever here. But go a little ways outside of the city and you'll find some people who feel like they've been forgotten. And then the lights are turned back on. In the mountains of southern Puerto Rico, the workday pauses at noon. Lunch is prepared, and a prayer is said in a language most of these men can't understand. But a message of gratefulness doesn't have to be translated word for word.
Gloria a Dios, Señor.
This family finally has electricity again after 5 long months.
Gracias.
All right, everybody.
For the Duke Energy crews here, the wake-up call goes off before the island's sun rises.
We're just going to convoy up there.
Russell Manning is far from his home in Charlotte.
Steep hills, what's temperature gauges on your truck, definitely different. We've not worked in any conditions like this before.
Duke Energy selected more than 200 of their very best linemen and support staff for an assignment unlike any other. Give back what Hurricane Maria ruthlessly took away as her 155-mile-per-hour winds swept through the island.
And we take power for granted. Back home we're complaining whenever we lose power for an hour.
There's a reason people are still in the dark here after so long. The electrical infrastructure was weak to begin with here in Puerto Rico, and the terrain makes repairs anything but routine.
It's very remote, very mountainous. This whole island's a big mountain. It seems like everywhere we go, we're going up or down.
Duke crews have been working near the city of Ponce for more than a month. They've restored power to 90% of the customers they're responsible for.
They're very grateful that we're here to help, and it's really no better feeling once we are helping them and knowing how grateful they are to actually have the lights turned back on after 5 months.
On the other side of the island, in the coastal town of Jabucoa, people are still waiting for their miracle. The lights are only on in about 10% of the homes here. Ramona Ramos Sostras told me it's been hard,
difícil,
but now she's used to it.
No falta de tiempo, pero Puerto Rico es fuerte y nos vamos a levantar.
While it's taken a harsh beating, Puerto Rico is still beautiful, rich with culture and a resilient people.
En la casa, sí.
Just ask Duke lineman Juan Rosado, who has a special connection to the town he's working in.
So my father was born in Ponce. He was here till he was probably a teenager, and then they moved to New York City.
The days are long for this group, but worth it in moments like this.
Thank you, Father, for this food that's being prepared for us by these lovely people.
When the human spirit,
going out of their way, Lord God, to show their gratitude,
stands toe-to-toe with Mother Nature's wrath and comes out on top.
Every light that comes on makes us feel that much better about what we're doing here.
Duke Energy crews have been here for 5 weeks, and they still don't know when they'll be coming home. They say just as long as it takes to get 100% of the power restored in their area. For now, reporting in San Juan, Sarah Blake Morgan, WBTV on your side.
Very well told story there, Sarah Blake. As always, as of now, 95% of the island's power has been restored by more than 30 mainland companies working there, but it could be May before all of the lights are back on.